What's up, everybody? This is going to be deck profile 2. We're going over Viktor today. In my opinion, I think Viktor is the best of the best. Minus mid-rangey, that deck is just too good. Booga Booga Poro, unbeatable. Can't be 5 on 2, I don't know what to tell you. No deck can. I guess Kaisa kinda can. Not really. I mean, you know, this deck kind of beats Kaisa, so it's pretty even. But yeah, let's get into it. So for runes, I'm on 5 blue and 7 yellow. Well, these are mismatched. Not mismatched. Well, they are mismatched, but you know. They're not in order.
Have you ever felt like you need any more blue runes?
No, because there's only 2 cards in the deck that recycle blue. The 2 being Smokescreen and Thousand Tail Watcher. And Thousand Tail Watcher, a lot of times in this deck, you have so many tokens that you can just play it for 1 blue and just have it tapped and then use it next turn. And you just trade with things with your tokens and just kind of claim presence.
Alright. What locations do you play?
I am on the best location in the game for this deck. I literally have not seen one person play this. And I don't understand. It makes your Hidden Blade draw 3 cards. That's so bonkers. Nothing in this game draws 3 cards.
So it sounds like you're using your Hidden Blade a lot more defensively on your own things.
Yeah, I mean, you use it both. I would say there's also like Cull. Cull is essentially the same thing. You just have to trade into things first. And if they play it around Cull, it does get kind of tricky. And that's when you start to save the Hidden Blades against better players. But also, I've noticed that giving your opponent 2 cards is really bad. Like, the decks that this is bad against, which is not very many, but the decks that this is bad against, it's just even worse when you give them 2 cards. Because it's not something like Darius or something like even Kaisa, where like 2 cards in Kaisa just doesn't really matter.
Sure.
In this, if you give like mid-range 2 cards, it's really bad. It's really bad. For the second location, we're on Targon's Peak. So my one stip with this card is that it's just good into Kaisa, or it's not good into Kaisa. Like, Kaisa is really good using this, and giving them 2 throughout a match is just really sad. Like, it makes them just start to feel like Annie with better cards, and I don't know. It seems really unwinnable when you Targon's Peak against a Kaisa player. And then third is obviously the Triff. We have to play the Triff.
So is that just a game winner?
Yeah, I mean, if you have to win, you usually just do the second if you lose game 1. Otherwise, you save it for game 3. But yeah, you go first, you go second, it doesn't matter. This card is absolutely bonkers.
All right, cool.
All right, yellow Viktor. Don't use blue Viktor. That card is unplayable. That's all I gotta say.
No other questions.
We're on the 3 seal.
Yeah.
So a lot of people aren't playing this, and I could not tell you why. This triggers Legion, it hides cards, it pays for everything, it pays for Viktor. Like, this is the most abusable card in this deck right now. We're on a really weird 2-drop lineup, and I know they say 7's the magic number, but I phenomenally disagree. Especially in this deck, your ideal play turn 1 is just a token. So why would you, like, it just doesn't make sense to play a 2 from your hand, lose a card in your hand when you can just play that later. And they also help with Legion, which we do play a few of. Any questions?
Yeah, let's see what Legion cards you got cooking for us.
Okay, sounds good. For first Legion card, it's literally the best card in the entire game. I don't know what to say. Going second, you just seal, and then you play this, and you're like, okay, I win. I will comment, though, a lot of people thought that Viktor token triggered this ability to Legion, and it does not. In the rules specifically, it states that tokens are not cards, because they come from somewhere that, you know, like anywhere. They don't really go anywhere, they don't really disappear, they're just kind of tokens that are from outside the game, so they're not treated as cards. So you can't just Viktor ability and then summon 2 more tokens, which would be like way too broken. So this is kind of crazy, but we're on 3 Cruel. I will say, this card feels really bad into Yi, like it's just, or mid-range Yi, specifically mid-range Yi. This card is phenomenal against Aurora, but against mid-range Yi, this card is just not very good. Against Kaisa, it's really, really good. Against almost everything else, I would say it's pretty good too. It kind of struggles against Annie. It's just a little too slow. But like, this card, you point with the token, and then you just play it in base and tribute the token. It's actually insane. I don't know why people aren't playing this. I guess people just don't read cards. This says Death Null summon 3 guys. It's my Darius. It's literally 7 for 5. It's insane. The recycle does kind of hurt, but like I said, seals cover for that a lot of times.
So I've noticed the Death Knell card and the Legion card. What's your thoughts on Baited Hook and cardless?
Oh, that card is horrible. Baited Hook is just it's like, so I'm gonna say the hottest take of the year. This is gonna spin some comments, but there are 3 main bait cards in this game right now where they look really good and they're just not. It's only good if you're Ooga Booga and you're lucky. And that is Aurora, Baited Hook, and Time Warp. Time Warp is a really mid card. It seems really good, but then it loses to decks like Viktor or Annie or anything that's quick. You're just gonna get absolutely creamed, and you're gonna sit there staring at your Time Warp, and you're like, oh, what do I do?
You heard it here. Time Warp bad, Aurora Ooga Booga, and Baited Hook is literal bait.
Yeah, it's literal bait. That card never works. It's only for Darius. And that deck is unplayable if you don't see the Baited Hook, so it kind of tells you everything you need to know. And I can't be building around a specific card like that. This game right now, the way it's set up, it's really just play good cards in your color. It's what Kaisa is, that's what Yi is, that's what pretty much all the decks that we have right now are. It's just good color, whatever your 2 are. This is a hot take, but I like to main 2 Darius. This card comes out a lot.
You have 2 in the main?
I have 2 in the main, yep. So it enters ready. It's pretty good. I mean, it's also Legion, and you're never really playing this on 6. This is one of the ones that you play with the 2-drop, and it feels super strong.
How often does it come up for you?
Like every single time I see it, I'm playing this card. Because I always have tokens, and a lot of times people will just think that means if you're saving tokens in base, that means that they're thinking specifically stratagem. And usually it's just gonna be Darius, push with like 2 tokens, trade into anything, and then you're holding that for a decent chunk of time. Like, I think this card is phenomenal. I don't know why more people aren't playing it. I see why it comes out though, because there's certain decks where this is just not very good against, and it is kind of slow, but your other option is to play 3 Fox, and I'm only on 2 Fox. So originally I was on 1 Darius and 1 Darius, 3 Fox. I switched the 3rd Fox to the sideboard, and I was like, let me just play the other Accelerate card.
I guess the 3 yellow seals are making even more sense now.
Yeah, see, the more Legion. Oh, Fox, we should probably talk about the best card in all of Riftbound minus Vanguard Captain.
I think we mostly know what Fox does.
I think we should, but just in case anyone doesn't know, this card is a board wipe. That's all it does. It's just a board wipe. And a lot of times, this is probably the only deck where you can play this for 7, and they'll sit there and stare at your 5 runes and pass because they don't think you're gonna Fox, because nobody does that. And then I play the Fox and just trade tokens into everything.
You don't have an accelerator, huh?
Barely. I mean, you do sometimes. But like, yeah, there's also times where you don't see blue. But that's really unlikely to see 7 yellow and 1 blue. For the spells, we're on the 3 Stoop. This card is crazy. It's a Dreaming Tree Pot of Greed. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, this card is just bonkers. There's so many times where you just like dump this for no reason, or like you're not even doing anything productive. It's really good with Ravenbloom. But yeah, that card is still a 2 of. In this specifically, in Kaisa, if you play 2 Ravenbloom, you're bad. Probably the worst player in the room. 3 Coal.
3 coal.
3 Coal. This is insane. You just gotta be big brain. Like, it's pretty easy to work with. You just kill whatever's at the base, and then whatever they're trying to save against a lot of decks, you just like trade, even kill off your own shit, and then you just call.
So for all our fans wanting to build Viktor, what's your best matchup for Cole?
It's tricky, but any Aurora deck gets abominated by this card. That's not even a word. Anyways, it just gets destroyed by Cole because they've committed so much, and then you're just like, okay, your Dead Bloom, yeah, it's gone. And they just can't do anything about it except defy, but they always just play Aurora on 9. So like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Play a better deck.
Sure.
Mid-range
Sure.
is better. We're on 3 Blade. This is the best yellow card, at least in a generic standpoint.
Cal, what's your thoughts on the hidden mechanic, actually?
Well, yeah, no, you can tap seals for hitting cards, so they're pretty damn good. I think also recycling 1 in this deck is super irrelevant, and most of the time this is just a draw 2 or draw 3. It's also removal, which is insane. We love removal. We're on 3 Smokescreen.
I feel like I don't see too many Victors play Smokescreen.
Yeah, I just think like I think you can make an argument for playing 2. I don't think you can make an argument for not playing it. It's one of the best cards in blue. It's your only blue recycle. At that point, I would just play 8 yellow and 4 blue if that was the case. This card is also insane. I really wish more people would read, but they just choose not to. It's like a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh players up in here. But we got a Pot of Grief for 1 recycle or tap a seal. That seems insane to me. I don't know how else to put it, but like, card advantage is what wins you games in Riftbound. It's like, yes, you can hold a lot at base, and this deck especially can hold a lot at base. But
So, what's your thoughts on Console the Past over Progress Day?
Absolutely not. That's the 6 cost draw 4.
Yeah, it's that one.
I'm chilling. We don't pay 6 for anything except for Darius.
No, yeah, you just pay the one with your seal, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's a hidden card.
Yep, exactly. This card costs 0. 0.
How many players did you bait today with
Oh my god.
Console the
Also,
Past?
yeah, that's very, very important. The amount of times motherfuckers will think this is a hidden blade. I can't even tell you. Like you're like, oh, I hide one, and then it's just like, nope, I just draw 2, and you just played around a hidden blade for no reason, and now I have 5 tokens in my back row. Like, nice deck, bro.
What do you got to round out the deck for us?
Oh god. This one I think I'll catch flack for, but it's 2 stratagem and 0 of the Sig spell. That card is dog water. It gets defied. It's just like.
So you're not playing Sig Spell, and you're playing 2 stratagem and 2 Darius in main?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You need some 6 drop cards. Like that's the biggest problem I was finding is that you just don't have enough payoff late game, and there's nothing that hurts more than drawing like the 3rd Raven Bloom on turn 8. Like that's cringe. Or even seals. Seals do hurt to draw, but like sometimes that's just numbers. I came from Yu-Gi-Oh, so like you draw a droll on turn 5, and you're just like, oh, you know, nice deck, bro. I'll go to game 2. But like, you see more stratagems, it's never bad. And you also bottom deck it if you see it in opening hand, unless you're playing against like mid-range G. I would say keep it. I would say keep it against Yasuo. That matchup's actually kind of hard for this deck, just because the move shenanigans are something that you can't always play around. Like people are like, oh, just like think about it. And the problem with that is that there's not too much to think about. I used to think that deck was hard, but it's just like, I play 6 that does 6, and then I ride the wind my 6 that does 6, and then I push him back. Like, okay, sounds good, bro. Nice deck.
Does that wrap it up for us?
I think we got a sideboard to go over. This seems pretty important, but other than that,
Show us the tech.
The tech, yeah, so techy. You see my 3 salvage.
Wow, I wonder what that's for.
It's for Aurora. I mean, that deck is already a joke. However, you know, this is what makes it a joke. Like,
okay.
Action speed, you may kill a gear, draw a card. It's like my, what is it? Discipline. It's my discipline. I don't know. It's not super relevant. I would say it hasn't even really come up because I've only played against, you know, a handful of Aurora players. I think that deck is kind of bad if I haven't mentioned that 50 times. But yeah. Leona. I think this card is a really good sideboard card for Viktor. I don't think you want to main it. I think it's a little tricky because sometimes you have better stuff to do for 4, but these always come or go in for Cruel Patron.
So what's the Leona for in matchup wise?
Master Yi and Yasuo. Anything that has bigger units that you need to kind of like use your little units to kill the big stuff, you just have to stun them, or else all your stuff's gonna die too, and you just lose too much card advantage.
Sure, that makes sense.
I'm on 2 Imperial Decree. I think this card is alright. It literally has never come up once, but I do put it in every single time. It seems like it'll be good.
By the looks of it, it looks like that 3rd Watcher's in your hand too.
Oh yeah, 3rd Watcher always. I would say if you get caught without the 3rd Watcher, you kind of just lose against certain decks. Like aggro, it's a little tricky to beat, but like you're pretty aggro too. I would say this is more of a mid-range deck, but the problem is mid-range decks lose to control decks, and Thousand Tail Watcher beats a lot of control decks. It doesn't beat mid-range E, which is also mid-range, not control, but it's weird. I think you have to play the 3rd. I think you can't be caught without it.
Sure. All right. I guess that wraps it up, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That's going to do it for this one, you guys. Other than that, you heard it here. Time Warp is a overrated card. Baited Hook is bait. And what was the last one?
What was the last one?
Siphon Power or something?
Siphon Power is pretty bad too. I think that card's also bait. But it was Baited Hook, Aurora, and Time Warp. Time Warp is mid, dude. That card is such a joke.
Any last words for the people of today?
Play the seals, dude. Come on, we've been over this. We went over this in Jinx. We're going over this in Viktor. This card is... All these cards are literally Moxes.
If decks can play seals, it seems pretty decent.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me Kaisa. I don't know what to tell you.
True.
Also, play Targon's Peak. This is so relevant. Hidden Blading, Smokescreen, all the cards. Even in the Yi matchup, you always save this because it's for salvage.
Oh, salvage is an action, huh?
Yeah. So then they hit their Dead Bloom and they're like, oh, I conquer. And I'm just like, yep, buy Aurora. And I'll cold a week your one Dead Bloom. Nice deck, bro. Anyways, thanks for checking out the channel, guys. Likes and comments help out a lot with motivation to make stuff like this. We're not really getting anything from it, so we appreciate the support from you. Have a good one, guys, and play Viktor. Viktor is probably the second best deck right now. It just doesn't lose to very much. It does lose to Yasuo, and it does lose to mid-range Yi. It does beat Kaisa, though. If you're sick of Kaisa, this is a great option.
Show those Kaisa players who's boss. Have a good one, everyone.